But again, because of the foul trouble, not only is Moore on the bench and Joseph playing in the game, but Wooga Poplar is in the game, so a small lineup because Miller has...
Do you want to tell the camera how this documentary is going?
It's literally not going. Erin's not gonna finish it. It's not gonna happen.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
You're gonna get something. Will it be a documentary? Time will tell. She's literally not gonna make it into the documentary.
I really hope it does.
This is the 5th iteration of the documentary.
Is it really? I'm pretty sure we're on like number 6.
Think about it. The first idea was going to be about friendship.
No,
and
it
then
was
it was about
who raised me.
That's a little and then it was about my aunt who's dead, and then it was going to be about female role models, and then it was going to be about the 5th floor, and now the documentary is about how hard it is to make a documentary / the 5th floor / friendship.
So it's everything.
So,
It's a big old
Okay, we can have the woman who raised me right on top. I was raised.
It's Yana.
I'm Maddie. I'm currently at Mount St. Mary's University.
How do you know me?
Oh, well. We've known each other for a long ass time, bro. But we started out as teammates. We started out not liking each other. And now we're best friends.
Okay, so do you think that our friendship has made you stronger?
100%.
Trial by fire?
Like, 100%. Like, who can go through that at that age and not be like... Honestly, I think it kind of forced me to, like, grow up faster.
Where did all your energy go?
Yana, the documentary's changing.
What is it?
Yana, what do you like about me?
I think it's gonna be about the 5th floor, honestly. I literally haven't felt any. I haven't felt any passion for this documentary until this moment. So.
I literally love this floor so much. Wait, what was the question?
What's our room number?
Let me speak and then you'll know. Alright.
And Veer, that's your favorite memory.
What? 100%.
That's such a fucked memory. No, mine probably have to be the Christmas little fucking thing Rick did before finals and everything like that, or before we left.
All right. It's really hard to make a documentary. I hit a creative wall in February. I was depressed. I was stuck with my classes. I was done with them, frankly. And I had this huge documentary assignment that I knew would have to eventually turn into an actual documentary. I told my roommate all these ideas, bounced a lot of them off Jack, and even committed to making one of them and interviewed a bunch of my floor mates. But nothing worked out, like, at all. I finally understood that I had to do it about something and someone I know really well, someone I've put a lot of work into, and I think I truly understand. This late in the game was probably the best time to make a documentary on myself, seeing as I didn't exactly have a full semester to make the doc anymore. But I soon realized that there are parts of me that I can't show to the world. I'm not into processing things on camera. You're not going to see a long stretch of me crying and breaking down and finally having a seeing the light moment. Those are private moments to me, and they will remain that way. I decided to revert to square one about a week ago. I decided my best option was to comb through all the things that I had filmed over the past couple months, and what I found was a story. This is the story of how I make my memories matter. I started filming my life around age 16. I was mostly doing it because my friend Bella was doing it already. I didn't know that I was creating an archive of my life until years later. The things that I filmed for this documentary aren't going to go to waste. You'll barely see them here, but they tell the story of a person who is best at capturing the world as it is. I'm good at letting people fill the silence. I like to listen to people talk about the things that they love, I don't like to interview people. It makes me feel like I'm prying something out of them, that I'm manufacturing a truth. But when I look at the footage from the past 3.5 years, I see an authentic and genuine experience of my life. The best parts from the things I filmed for this class were the clips where I stepped away from the camera, or when I wasn't asking the question, but just letting the interviewee take over.
Hold up. Shout out Phi Kappa Frankie. Best frat out.
Time to do a brand deal.
Best frat at Rutgers. Pull up to our next intramural game.
My memories from before I turned 13 feel grainy and untouchable, like a life I watched but didn't live. Their audio is so muffled that you can barely make out if I'm laughing or crying. And in a lot of ways, some of these interviews I filmed felt the same way. You can hear me as I ask the questions that I don't really want to be there. The different communities that you're in here, do you want to say anything about? I don't know how to ask this question. That I'm reconsidering why I even took this class in the first place. And with the documentary literally due tomorrow, I think I've finally found the doc I want to make is the one about why it was so hard for me to make a documentary. I have all this footage from the past 3.5 years of my life, and instead of showing a person who is in a lot of pain and who is processing a lot of things, it shows someone who's experiencing so much love. In the footage from the past 3.5 years, I have friends that are smiling, they're kissing in the back seat, and they're laughing at each other over milkshakes. In some of them we're dancing, and in some of them we're singing, and in almost all of them, I'm so happy. And that feels real when, you're swimming in this turmoil of fear about life and a real worry that there's not going to be a documentary by the end of this class. But one of the really cool things about the past week has been that I changed it once again, and maybe this time it'll work out. I don't know that there's any good way to end this documentary, because what it's really about is how I choose to show my memories and what my life looks like to an audience that doesn't really know me. The people watching this will never know what it feels like to experience the love of the people in these videos. And that's okay, because I'm the only one who needs to know that. I'm the one who gets to see these videos time and time again and look back at them and remind myself, even in the darkest moments, even in the Februaries of my life, that these people love me and that I know how to experience their love. These are the people that breathe life into me, that remember what it is to keep living and remember why it's so worth it to fight through the bad times so that I can get back to them. This archive that I've created of the moments that really matter, this is going to serve me long beyond this class. And even if I lose touch with these people, it'll be a reminder of all the beauty that I got to experience at such a young age, and all the beauty that I got to experience alongside all the tears in my life that I was still able to laugh during all of that. This project has forced me to look through those videos and to look for a story somewhere. And it's reminded me that even if filmmaking isn't where my creative outlet is, capturing the love and the people in my life just as they are, that's one of the great joys that I get to experience.
Well, this mad world it made me crazy. Might just turn around, do 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no babies. The devil on my doorstep being so shady. Don't trip. We don't gotta let him in.